What's going on, guys? New York Sports Up here, coming at you with another New York Yankees video. And it's been a while since I made a Yankees video. Decided to, get my phone out and make another Yankees video. It's been a while since I've made one, so I decided to make a off-season video. This is a video I wanted to make for a very long time. Kind of a random thought that kind of just popped up in my head. I was, thinking about what the Yankees should do this offseason, what the Yankees need to do to win the World Series this year. And obviously, the Yankees are pretty much just a couple pieces of the puzzle away from winning the World Series. They have the talent, they have the roster, they have the hitters to do it. But the one problem with this team the past kind of 3-4 years has been the starting pitching. The Yankees' rotation last year sucked. And the only reason why the Yankees made the playoffs is mainly because of the expanded playoffs, because of obviously the pandemic, forcing the MLB to make an expanded playoffs, and obviously it's now at 16 teams instead of 10. So the Yankees made the playoffs as the 5 seed because they finished second place in the AL East, and they made the playoffs and got bounced in the ALDS against the Tampa Bay Rays, a team that was by far way better than. I mean, the Giants, the Yankees. I don't know why I said the Giants. The Yankees were way worse than the Rays all year. I think they were 2-8 against the Rays in the regular season. Got dominated in the ALDS, and just proved who the better team was this year. You want to know why? Because the Tampa Bay Rays are the best pitching team in the MLB. I know, I know you have to hit to win games as well. Obviously, you have to score a decent amount of runs to back up your pitching, and the Yankees need to do that as well. The Yankees definitely need to hit in big spots more, hit with men on base better. But we have guys who can, who can hit with men on base. Guys like DJ LeMahieu, if we re-sign him, which we better do. Guys like Gleyber Torres, guys like Gio Urshela, guys like Aaron Hicks, guys like Clint Frazier. We have guys who aren't just flat out strikeout or home run players. You know what I mean? So the Yankees can work on that. The one thing the Yankees need to do to get better is pitching. We need starting pitching desperately. The Yankees had a chance to pounce on a number 2 starter. We have one legitimate starter in this rotation, and that is Gerrit Cole. Besides that, nobody else I trust to pitch in a big game. Luis Severino didn't pitch this year. We all know how good he is. We all know how talented he is, but he's never really been good in big games. Tanaka, always been good, good in big games, but this year it wasn't the case. Tanaka was terrible in the postseason. Jay Happ, not a big game pitcher. James Paxton, not a big game pitcher. Jordan Montgomery pitched well in Game 4, but he only went 4 innings. So that probably was an anomaly. We need a big game pitcher. Besides Gerrit Cole, we do not have one. We have one legitimate starter in this rotation. We need at least 2 more legitimate starters. Not saying like a DeGrom or a Scherzer or a Strasburg or whatever. We need 2 more legitimate starters to fix this rotation. Now, I talked about this in the offseason review video. I talked about the free agent starting pitchers. I mentioned guys like Trevor Bauer, guys like Marcus Stroman, guys like Jake Odorizzi. A lot of other guys I'm missing, that I'm probably missing that are free agents that we could also, go out and sign. But the main guys I want the Yankees to sign are Trevor Bauer and Marcus Stroman. Trevor Bauer, I know Marcus Stroman did not pitch this year, but we all know Marcus Stroman's talent. He was a Cy Young caliber pitcher in 2017, had a great year in 2016, great year in 2019 with the Blue Jays. He's always been a great pitcher, for them. The Yankees have seen him before, and he actually was born close to where I was born in Long Island. He's actually from Long Island, I think, and he's a New York kid. He's from here. I think he grew up a Yankees fan, and obviously, I know what happened with the whole Twitter thing, talking about how the Yankees don't win World Series because their pitching sucks, and I agree with him. The Yankees don't win World Series because their starting pitching the past 3 years has not been good enough. Has not been good enough to teams like the Houston Astros, like the Boston Red Sox back in 2018, like the Astros in 2019, and like the Rays in 2020. That's the reason why we have not won a AL pennant since 2009, because we have not had a legitimate rotation since. If Brian Cashman can finally do something, go out and sign Trevor Bauer and sign another pitcher for depth, I think the Yankees have a great chance to win the World Series next year. If they don't, I don't see us being a good team next year. I really don't. But if they do, I could see the Yankees being a serious contender for the World Series next year. Will they do that? I don't know. Brian Cashman, this is a message. Have to go out and spend money. Throw money at Trevor Bauer, throw money at Marcus Stroman or Jake Odorizzi or someone else on the free agent market, and bring the New York Yankees 2 more legitimate starters. Imagine this rotation. Gerrit Cole, Trevor Bauer, Marcus Stroman, Davy Garcia, Clark Schmidt, and eventually Luis Severino. 6 guys. You also have Domingo Germán coming back next year. And you got Jordan Montgomery. He could be a starter and also move to the bullpen. We have 6 maybe even 7 guys who could possibly start games for this team. And we have a really, really good 5-man rotation. Brian Cashman, this offseason, I know I already made my offseason preview video, a couple weeks ago, but I have another message for you. For the Yankees general manager and their Yankees front office, go out and sign 2 legitimate starters and bring us some contact hitters. We need it desperately, and that's the only way that this New York Yankees team can win the World Series. If they don't, I don't really see the Yankees being a good team next year. I really don't. The Yankees need to go out and sign starting pitching. And it starts off by throwing money at Trevor Bauer, probably going to be the National League Cy Young winner this year. Maybe, signing like a Michael Brantley or maybe a George Springer. I heard George Springer actually doesn't want to return to Houston. So, do the Yankees go out and sign him? I don't know. What are they going to do with Clint Frazier? Do they move him to the bench? Do they let Gardner walk? I don't really know. There's a lot of questions for this Yankees team. But if this Yankees team wants to win the World Series, we have to sign starting pitching, and we have to go out and sign a contact hitter. And there's guys out there that can hit for contact. Guys like I just mentioned, Michael Brantley, George Springer, I think Marcus Simeon's out there, Tommy La Stella, like scrappy guys who put the ball in play. Guys have speed. And also, got to re-sign DJ LeMahieu. He's the best hitter on this team. In my opinion, he's our most consistent and our most reliable hitter on this team. Got to re-sign that guy, and got to go out and sign a scrappy player who's got speed, who can play defense, and can hit the ball to all fields and be a productive player for this team. And a guy who doesn't strike out a lot. The Yankees need a type of guy like that. But the most important thing this team needs is starting pitching. Go out and sign Trevor Bauer, Marcus Stroman, or somebody that is a legitimate starter this offseason. We need to. There's also other guys out there. Guys like Taijuan Walker. He pitched for the Blue Jays this year. He was good. He's a solid arm. Maybe we go out and sign him. But we have to go out and sign some pitching. And that's the only way the Yankees can win the World Series. Alright, guys, so that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoy. What do you think the Yankees are going to do this offseason? I kind of wanted to upload another Yankees offseason video, and I promise I'll be back to doing the green screen. I'll have the backgrounds pretty soon. I haven't really been able to use the backgrounds lately because of some glitch with iMovie. So I'll try to start doing more green screen videos pretty soon. Alright, guys, so that's going to do it for this one. What do you think the Yankees are going to do this offseason? What do you want them to do? What do you expect them to do? I'd love to hear your opinions, in the comments below. That's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you guys next time. Let's go, Yankees.